On this episode,
Can we please find Nancy Guthrie? Let's talk about it just a little bit.
and I've got an Olive Garden story that you will not believe. What do you think about tipping? Where'd it come from? How'd it start? Do you like to tip? Should we stop tipping? All that stuff. Hey, and what about dogs?
Leave your dogs at home.
All these dogs that were taken to these restaurants, these stores, and all that stuff. Leave them at home. Leave them at home. Welcome back. Episode 57.
It's about time. I've only been waiting for 30 minutes to start this thing.
I had to do a little preparation.
Oh,
a little prep for the show.
I took a nap.
I know. Who does all the work? You know,
It's not my show.
Why is it not?
Because it's yours.
So you don't want to be involved?
I didn't say that. I just said it's not my show.
Well, then don't complain when I'm trying to get material together.
You should already have it.
Well, I do.
When I want to sit down, get it done.
I get it. But all week long, I come up with stuff. I've got notes. I put it in there. And then when we decide to record, I try and compile all that stuff real quick.
You got to do that before.
Well, the last few times we've done it, I've been pretty good about it. But this time, we just got home, and I'm trying to do it real quick. And you're like, I'm getting sleepy. I'm about to take a nap. So you're like rushing me. So here we are. We're recording on a Saturday. These release on Monday and Thursday, by the way. So make sure to follow, hit that notification to where you'll get a alert when these things drop. Isn't that what you say?
I say?
Isn't that what everybody says?
Oh, I don't know.
You're supposed to like, you're supposed to follow, you're supposed to
do all the things. I don't think nothing works.
Check us out on YouTube. Go to our YouTube and follow. If you don't ever go back to it, that's fine. But we want to get some followers on YouTube so we can start doing a live. Right?
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
We can do live on TikTok.
We can, but I've mentioned this before. The TikTok has turned into a fishing type page because of me. And so I don't know if people would turn away if we started back doing our...
Nah. They'll watch it. They'd come in if they want to watch it. They watch it. If not,
I know, but I don't want to lose anybody. I'm just saying that.
No.
All right, I've got a story for you right quick. Some of y'all out there may have already heard this, and Amanda, you might have heard this. I don't know, but I'm gonna play this. So just get them headphones right there that you don't like to wear.
I ain't wearing them.
I'll put them up to your ear or whatever. Make a lot of racket.
I'm trying.
All right, you ready?
This is wild. On Friday, January 30th, 2026, a cook at an Olive Garden in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, died by his own hands after a gruesome incident involving kitchen equipment. According to witnesses, the employee stripped himself of his clothing and plunged headfirst into the restaurant's hot deep fryer. Co-workers and at least one customer at the restaurant said that they tried to intervene and stop him, but they were unable to do so. One female employee even sustained minor burns trying to help. The man was transported to a nearby hospital with severe burns on his body, but ultimately succumbed to his injuries later that day. The Pennsylvania State Police confirmed that the incident was that of something he did to himself, but declined to release further personal information out of respect for the victim's family. The location was temporarily closed for a few days following this incident, but has since reopened. Hopefully they were able to fully sanitize everything after this. Some people on social media claiming to be regular customers at this restaurant and former employees say that the man's name was Michael McMasters and that he had exhibited erratic behavior and made similar attempts at himself in the past. They're also claiming that he was known to be on PCP and was at the time of his death, though all of these claims remain unverified at this specific moment.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard.
If you're gonna do self-harm, all these sites out here, all your social media, they don't like the S word.
Yeah.
So we're going to say
unalive.
Yeah, unalive or self-harm. Would you choose to dip now? All the reports say that he didn't get like totally naked and like jump in like you're, sploosh, but that took his shirt off and just basically dipped his upper body into the fryer.
I mean, what makes you think, to me, that's going to harm you? It's not going to, I wouldn't think that was going to unalive me. That's really going to harm me really, really bad.
If you do not want to live anymore,
I'm not thinking that.
There's 1,000 other ways that would be a quick death. A deep fryer's not on my radar at all.
Mm-mm.
At all. You stick your pinky finger in there.
But you got to think.
So
he was on something.
That's what I'm getting at. So anybody, I mean, I understand depression. I get all that. Even with depression, you're not in your right state of mind.
Right.
You know, things take over. But if you're mentally ill or if you're on drugs, that's the only way that I could see that you would possibly think about this as to hurt yourself. But what I was saying is, like, you stick your pinky into that, you're pulling your pinky out pretty quick because that hurts. I could not imagine putting your upper body down in there.
How big are these fryers?
Well, big enough that, you know, you can get all the way, you know, your shoulders, all that down in there, yeah. You ever looked at the fryers at McDonald's?
Well, yeah, but I'm not thinking about...
Well, I know. You just take them...
take your baskets
the little
out.
Grease pan baskets that hold the fries, move them out of the way, and yeah, you can get your head down in there. But I'm just saying, is the pain and all that you're going to be feeling. And another thing.
Are they in pain?
Think about this, though.
If they're on something, are they really in pain?
Oh, I'm sure that's got to be terrible pain. What's the fisherman, what are they catching? Crab. Yeah, crab fishermen. You know, they say when they go overboard that the coldness of the water makes you like gasp for, you know, take in air. So when they fall in and they're underwater in that coldness, and when they do that, their lungs fill up with water, and that's what causes them to drown. What I'm saying is, like, if you dipped your head in that hot grease, could that possibly happen also? Because if he did that is terrible. That's just
He did that and inhaled that hot.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. Yeah. What about your eyes? All that.
Oh, it's singeing all that. That's what I'm saying. If it didn't kill you, you are miserable.
Yeah, you're messed up the rest of your life.
You're messed up. I don't know. That, yeah.
All right, so now
I would never think of that to...
All right, so you're a regular customer. Every Friday night we eat at Olive Garden. Are you going next Friday now that you hear this?
We'll find another location.
So how's this going to affect their sales? It's going to. It's got to.
Less people are just coming to be nosy.
And I don't think that you just do a great deep cleaning of the fryer after that.
Oh, you get rid of that thing.
Yeah, you being Olive Garden, you'd never hear the end of that. You have to take that equipment out and put new equipment in, no doubt. I didn't know if you'd heard that. No. I've been seeing that around. It's been, I guess, the last couple of weeks I've been hearing about it. But
I don't listen to news. I don't hear anything.
Oh, I know.
And I'm really upset that I hadn't heard nothing on my Nancy. Oh, my gosh. Last name just left me.
I know it, but I'm not saying it because I'm going to wait on you.
Well, then we're going to sit here and wait. Guthrie.
Yeah. I always think of her daughter.
I did. That's how I just got it. Yeah.
We did see where a guy was arrested for DUI around her house, and when you read the story, it says that he passed by her house over 100 times. Apparently, I guess that was suspicion, so they pull him over and then find out that he's been drinking, and he goes. So
why did they even put that out there that they?
Well, you've got 1,000 reporters.
Well, right there
everywhere, so so they've got to tell the story.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I just wish they would find her.
And you saw
the people would give her back.
Did you see where Savannah Guthrie? I sent you that too.
Yeah.
To where they're offering cash, $1 million cash for information that leads,
right
to where she's at. I don't know at this point. Now,
I mean, even if she's not alive,
I think she's in
least.
Mexico. I think they took her across the border.
But why? I mean, what are they going to do with her then?
I have no idea any of this. If they're saying that one of those pictures of the guy, when they released the pictures of the guy that was at her front door, and then you saw one of them like, hey, the guy, he doesn't have his backpack on or the gun, the holster on the front of him. You're like, so why is he not wearing that? And then come to find out that picture was from a few days before, the day before, a week before, something like that. So it wasn't on the same night. So that kind of changes things too, to where this thing's been staked out for a while. So dude didn't look professional, I don't think. He was very casual though when he was going up to her front door. But the way the gun was in the front, nobody that I know carries a holster, carries their pistol just flopping right there in the front. Just things like that. But anyway, so if you got more than, I don't know, there's so many, where's the car? When he got her out of the house, how far has she got to be? Is she walking with him? Is he dragging her half the way because she can't walk that far because he's parked so far away?
But the blood splattered showed that she was walking.
Right. So, but how far? But you can't say if he parked 3 blocks away.
Yeah, because you don't see the car.
She can't walk that whole distance. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I just wish they would find her.
I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever find out.
Why? Just get the money, give them the mom back, and you get the mom back. I guess they're going to jail. So, but not really. Just drop her off and say, "Hey, here she is. She's at this location." And then leave, and apparently they don't have any suspects of anything. So,
well, I think it might be the thing that it's so tight-lipped that the person, or say 2 people that did this, didn't let anybody else know, so you're not going to get a lead on it. Yeah. That's the problem. Like, if somebody robs a bank and you've got 5 people involved with it, eventually one of the 5 tells somebody else, and then it gets around. Yeah. That's the way I always, if you're ever going to commit a crime, you don't have a partner and you don't tell nobody. It's always if you have a partner, one of the two is gonna rat on the other eventually. Especially when they get caught and they get them questioning them.
Those questions are horrible. Yeah. Those interrogations, is that what they're called?
Interrogations.
Interrogation.
What did you say?
What did I say?
I don't know.
What did I say? Interrogation.
Yeah.
Did I make that up?
Yeah. You combined a couple of words together.
It worked.
It's like integrity and integration.
That's a word. Is it a word?
That's not a word.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm asking Chat.
Chat's going to call you a name for asking. Say no.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I don't know where to go. I want to find out if it's a word because I know it's not, but still.
Interrogation.
That's what I said.
What did I say?
Integration.
Whatever.
It's like irrigation.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Chat said I'm right.
Yeah, well, we didn't plan on talking about this Nancy Guthrie thing because when we talked about it last time, just for a minute, we were like, well, there was so much changing every day that we didn't want to get into it because by the time this released, something new would be out and all that. But this whole past week is nothing.
So how long's it's been? 3 weeks now?
I guess it's been 4 weeks.
4 weeks. Oh, yeah, because it's February the 1st.
It was on a Sunday when they found out this year. Yeah.
So it's going on 4 weeks.
Yeah. And this past week right here was nothing. And then yesterday, like I said, this is on a Saturday. Yesterday being Friday, I'd heard that they had released a few more pictures, but I think it was just close-ups of the blood on it wasn't sidewalk, but the front porch, I guess you'd say. I think that's what they released. I don't know. I didn't. Megan Kelly's my go-to, and she hadn't had nothing new.
I'm done with Megan Kelly.
Why? Because she cusses too much?
She does.
She does.
She's got a filthy mouth.
She throws that F-bomb out there.
You thought I had a bad mouth.
Well, you cussed on the last episode, so.
Well, something made me mad.
I know. You told me not to bleep it out, so I didn't. I left it in there.
What made me mad? Oh, I know. The same thing that made me mad yesterday. 4 of them. 4.
Oh, parking?
Yep.
You talking about? Yeah.
4 cars, no people.
So we went to eat at the Waffle House again this morning. And so I wanted to ask, we've talked about this before, but, about tipping. How much you tip?
Cow tipping?
No.
Oh.
How much you tip? All that kind of stuff. We were just like today, it was unbelievably fast how quick we got our food.
And we were earlier this time, so I thought it would be
We were earlier
crowded.
Or later?
We were earlier.
I thought you said we were later than last week.
No, we were earlier. We didn't get there till after 11 last time.
Oh.
It was between 10:30, 11, somewhere around in there.
Oh, well. Okay.
And then today we got there at 9:30.
I thought it was 9, something like that. Yeah,
somewhere around in there. So I thought it would be crowded and we would have to sit and wait. And we got right in there, sat down.
Got right in there. They're extremely nice. It's really crazy how nice they are. Got our food so quick. And it's like they just, every once in a while, ask if you're doing all right. And they're not like hounding you the whole time. Or it's not like they never come over there and say another word to you. Nice sniff into the mic.
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. Well, if you had your headphones on, you'd know because you'd hear it.
I would just still forgot, and I would have sniffed in it. Well, I'll do it again.
I don't think you would. I don't think you would.
I would. I'll do it again before it's over.
So when we were sitting there today, I was thinking about tipping. And like I said, we've talked about tipping before, how I feel about tipping and all that kind of stuff. But do you know, here's a quick little thing about tipping. I don't know if you knew this or not. So you might need to get your...
He's on this today.
Yeah. I just want you to hear this right here.
I can hear it. Go.
All right, here we go.
Tipping as we know it goes back to late medieval Europe, but it didn't really become common in the U.S. until after the Civil War. Travelers going to and from Europe spread the practice, and it was reinforced by the railroad industry. For decades, tipping was controversial. On one hand, people could earn a lot of money from tips, so much so that fancy restaurants actually charged waiters for the right to work for tips. But critics called tips thinly disguised bribes, outdated throwbacks, and even a cancer on democracy. What really sealed the deal for tipping was prohibition, which upended the business models of restaurants and the hospitality industry. When they lost alcohol sales, these businesses had to rework the way they charged for meals, and tipping rapidly gained support. Today, Americans have the option to tip in coffee shops and ride shares or for food delivery. According to our survey, 72% of Americans say that tipping is expected in more places than 5 years ago. It'll be interesting to see how tipping continues to evolve over the next few decades.
So I read a few other things about tipping, and they were saying that we got it from Europe. And what happened was your business people, your wealthy people kind of showed out when they could hand out a little bit of money. You did something for them, they'd hand some money out. It showed, look at me.
It showed you were somebody.
It showed you were something. Yep. But then it started kind of going here and there. But, I was thinking, if you did away, and I even saw a thing back, I think it was 1916, where they, legislation, they tried to pass a law that banned tipping altogether in the U.S. You had 5 states that tried to get together and tried to pass this, and it went nowhere. They shut it down.
Shut her down.
So my question is, if they did away with tipping, which you never hear that nowadays, but if they did away with tipping, would that force your food industry workers at restaurants, what I'm talking about, are the restaurants going to have to put their wage at minimum wage or at $10, $12, $15 an hour to compensate? Or they would
have to.
Because that's the way I look at it, the way they've saved the food industry a lot of money because of tips, right?
Yeah.
If I know you're going to make a lot of money on tips, then I can afford to pay you $2.25 an hour.
Which makes no sense to me either.
It doesn't make sense to me. I just feel like,
Because that's not right. Because you don't know.
What if I'm paying you?
I'm trying to think of a word. You don't know from day to day what your crowd's going to be. You could have a crap day and 5 people come in, or you could have a booming day and have 100 people come in.
Yeah.
I'm talking on like a small restaurant or something. There's no way you could live off of just what they pay if you didn't allow tips. They would have to pay more.
So why
do they not have to pay minimum wage?
Well, I don't know. I didn't research all that. I don't know why you got to.
I got these questions.
Look,
and I need you
there's a thing too. You ever heard of Chinese overtime?
No.
There's certain companies, and I'm not going to mention this one company I know, that they get paid when you work over 40 hours. You get Chinese overtime, which is not normal overtime pay. It's just a small portion, which is crazy, but it's called Chinese overtime.
Cash under the table?
No. This is like one of the, say, the top 10 in the world, which is crazy to me too. But going back to the food industry, so if you do away with tipping, why would you not say going forward as all restaurants, you just put that amount, what you're going to have to pay your waitresses now and waiters, add that into your bill. My fries, my drink, my appetizer, everything has gone up. But I'm not, so that $12, $15 that I'm going to leave for a tip or whatever it is, I'm paying $10, $12, $15 extra on my meal. And I know it because I'm not leaving extra at the end. But if I'm wealthy, I could still throw a 20 out there, 100 out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's up to every, but you're known now that you do not have to leave a tip. But if you wanted to, you could. But the tip is included in your meal. And now we're paying, the workers, whatever.
But
$15,
a lot of them go
an
in a can and they separate them evenly, and I don't think that's right.
I think if you go above and beyond, you should get what you're owed.
Oh,
and that
totally.
would be that waiter or waitress that is working alone, going above and beyond, and let
whatever
them
was left for them, that's theirs. Not put it in a jar over here, and so Sally can get half of it when she's a crappy waitress, and Rhonda over here is the best thing ever.
Yeah, but they're trying to pay the washers and all that stuff in the back too.
Yeah, that ain't right. They get.
Are they not getting paid regular?
They get
fee?
regular.
Yeah, so why are they getting a tip? I know. Tipping is a I really
sore
don't know.
subject with Jody.
Well,
Ralph.
no, it became a sore subject. Everything falls back to COVID. When COVID hit, it's like everybody started putting a tip jar out at the counter. It's like, so if you're running a register, even I go to convenience stores and there's a tip jar out there. If I'm buying a bag of Doritos and a Mountain Dew and I go up there and you ring me up, all you're doing is punching in how much that is, and you're telling. Sometimes you don't even tell me how much it is. I have to look on your little dial thing that tells me how much it is. But you tell me what it is. I'm paying you money, and you're giving me my change back. What have you gone above and beyond to where you got a tip jar right there that I'm giving you a tip? Forget that. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you get paid to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like the same thing with hairstylists and all that stuff. When you print out, if I'm getting a $16 haircut and I give you my card and it prints out the thing and it's asking, you got to put a mark right there where the tip is. Well, yeah, I'm putting a mark where the tip is because if you wanted to tip, just include that in the cost of the haircut. Charge me $18. Which is crazy
for a 5-minute haircut,
right? But
haircut.
I'm just saying, if you expect a tip or want a tip, well, I'm not giving you. Put that in the cost of what I'm getting.
Jody is not tipping when it comes to that stuff.
This does not mean I'm not a good tipper.
No,
I was a good tipper today.
Yeah,
I gave a good tip for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Tell us what you think. Hey, if you go on there right now, I forgot to say Apple. We're still not on Apple Podcasts. We are not getting our new episodes released for some reason. So the last 4 or 5 episodes have not come out on there. But on all the platforms, if you go in there, you'll see on the description right there that says send us a text. You can send us a text message. So if you agree or disagree or whatever, you got any opinion, just let us know. You can do that. How about that? Yeah. But the other thing I saw, and I hadn't seen this in a while or haven't noticed or whatever, but shoes and shirt must be worn to be served. Do we still have to put that out there? I mean, is that not a given? I do see like in some places, like a convenience store is a hoodie. No hoodies.
I do like that.
Yeah, you can't wear a hoodie in there. I get that. I want to see your face because if you wear a hoodie in there, I'm kind of thinking you're up to something.
Yep.
But so is it a given that pants... that we know you're going to come in with pants. We just don't know.
Shirt and shoes. It didn't say pants.
Right. So we don't know for sure if you're going to have shoes on, and we don't know if you're going to have a shirt. It's just a given. We know you're going to have pants. Is that what that? I guess so.
That's how it reads.
Okay. But as slouchy as we've gotten nowadays in society, and how we've let everything go, and you can have 1,000, lip piercings and nose piercings and all this stuff. I would kind of think if somebody walked in without a shirt, nobody'd even pay attention.
Probably not.
And what's the deal with shoes? What does it matter?
Why you gotta have shoes on?
I don't understand that.
I don't know. Oh, so you don't fall?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I can fall with shoes on, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Would you like to sit beside somebody that doesn't have shoes on?
No.
Well, why? But if they had flip-flops on, that's fine.
That's fine.
Makes no sense. No
I'm not
sense
sitting
whatsoever.
by anybody I don't know. Except we had to sit at the bar last week.
Right.
Didn't we?
So the point we're getting
it's not
to.
the bar. I shouldn't call it a bar.
Yeah, the counter.
Yeah,
so we sat at the counter again, but we sat as far to the left end this time. So we had a booth right beside us. So as we're sitting there, and the reason I'm bringing this up about this sign they had right here is when the couple came in and sat beside us, well, no, they sat behind us waiting for a table, and dude has a small backpack on, if you even want to call it a backpack. It was very small.
It's a little purse.
Yeah, well, it's a little purse on his back that has a puppy dog's head sticking out of it, and it's not a doll, it's a real puppy.
Yep.
And so you said something to him. Mm-hmm. Or, not me, and you were just like,
oh yeah,
how cute.
I was just like, oh, how cute. And then I got to thinking, why are you bringing a dog in the restaurant?
Yeah. So then they end up sitting in the booth beside us, and then he took the backpack off, handed the dog to the girlfriend, wife, whatever, and she's like keeping it hush-hush. You can see like, we're keeping this on the down low. They can tell it's like hiding, down, whatever. But then I saw when the waitress came up to her, she noticed it. You didn't see this, but she said, I won't say nothing. That's what she told.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
So she knew they weren't supposed to be in there too. So, But nothing was said.
Well, there shouldn't be a dog in there where you eat.
Yeah, and he took that dog out 2 or 3 times.
Oh, yeah, he didn't eat his food.
No, he got up and walked out with that dog so the dog could use the bathroom.
Oh, but they asked him for a cup of water.
Yes, the smallest cup of water.
The smallest.
Smallest cup they had.
And they were about to give him a real cup, and then they figured out, let's give him a paper cup. And they gave him a paper cup, and then they're like, well, do you have anything different? And then they gave him a paper bowl so it could sit there and drink some water.
So you think about, the thing about this is, that little puppy right there, I'm sure that thing's got worms and whatever, because it's a small dog.
Little,
he ain't probably even been wormed yet. I'm pretty sure the way that they, nothing against them, but I really don't think that they had this dog dewormed. So this dog's sitting in this booth, and then, do they clean the seats that you sit in? Probably not.
No.
So are you going to know you're going to be sitting in a booth where a puppy was just...
No. No. So we had to eat breakfast with the puppy this morning.
I have, and I'm not one of those people that's going to get up and complain or anything like that. I just kind of shake my head like, why we do that? I love dogs. I'm not taking Winston or Coco, our 2 dogs. I'm not loading them up in the truck and say, we're going to the Waffle House. Mm-hmm. And you're going to sit right beside me. I'm not going to do that. You have enough respect for other people. And another thing, my dog does not want to be out in a store or anything like that. Now, if you're feeding them in there, that's a different story. They want to be there, right?
Yeah.
So this leads to this. Why do we think we have to take these pets everywhere we go? There is something up with Home Depot.
You always say that.
Something is up. I've looked and looked for a sign that says pet-friendly Home Depot, and I haven't found it yet. But everybody and their brother thinks that they have to bring their dog to Home Depot. Is that just in our town?
I don't know.
Have you not ever known? I know you don't go to Home Depot as much as I do.
I don't go to Home Depot.
Somebody one time said, you and Mandy, y'all need to have that Life 360 with each other. And I told him, I said, no.
No.
Because I don't need her to know how many times I go to Home Depot.
Yep.
But it is very ridiculous, whether they're in the buggy or they're tracking behind them. And I'm not talking about a service animal. I'm not talking about what's the other one?
Why do you want to bring your dog with you?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That dog don't want to be in that buggy. First of all, if you're going to put him in the buggy, put something down for them to stand on. Those little paws don't fit real good on that grid on the wire on the buggy.
Ours would fall through them.
Yeah, exactly.
Coco would, definitely.
Yeah. I don't get it. Even at Walmart. I remember years ago when I worked at Walmart, if anybody thought about walking in the front door with a dog, we were like shutting it down. You're like, nope, not going to happen. And now it's just like, I think now it's like you don't want to cause a scene because somebody will videotape it. If I'm a manager and I come and question you about your animal in the store, like, ma'am, sir, we don't allow animals in the store. Can you take them out? Somebody's going to pull out their phone and start videoing because there's going to be some little bitty altercation, and now you're going to be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
all the things.
Rumble, whatever, Threads. Is Threads in that one?
Yeah, that's one off of IG, I think, yeah. So
what's Trump's? What is it? True Social? I think that about narrows it down.
I don't know.
So, yeah, I don't know. Do y'all agree with me? Disagree?
No
I don't
dogs.
care either way. No, look, take your animal with you in the truck. That's fine.
Then you're going to leave them in the truck with nowhere?
No, the old man sits in there, the wife gets out, or vice versa. One of them stays in there with him. That's fine, yeah. Now, no, do not lock the truck and walk in there. I'm just going to go in there for a minute. No, don't even take your animal if you're going to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just leave them at home. They will be okay.
I was behind a truck one time, and there was a German Shepherd in the back. And the German Shepherd had his paws on the side of the truck, like kind of standing, leaning over the side. Mm-hmm. And it slipped, and it fell out of the back of the truck. Now, we're going 55. And that dog slid on his side. It seemed like a forever. So the fur, I'm sure he didn't.
He had road rash.
I don't think he did. I'm sure he got hurt a little bit because when he started slowing down is when he kind of flipped a little bit. Mm. But when he got to his feet, his tail was tucked under, and he just took off running. And he ran, not down the road, down this neighborhood that was right there. And I was still going. And I don't think I can't remember now, but I don't think the truck stopped because he didn't know it.
Oh, they probably didn't know.
I was thinking, that's terrible. You get to like a red light and you look and you don't see your dog. You have no idea where
You have no
lost.
idea
And that
where you
dog
lost
just
him.
took off because he's in shock.
Scared.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
taking off. So there you go. So let that be a lesson to y'all people that think your dog.
Leave
just
your
wants to
dogs
go.
at home.
Yeah. And the ones that ride on the toolbox. Look, I don't want to see a dog die. I don't want to see anything like that. But you're asking for it. That's all I can say.
Oh, Lord, we're going to get hate on this one.
Yep.
Well,
So leave your animals. Take your animals wherever you want to inside. That's fine. But don't take them in these stores. We don't want to see your little precious little whatever.
and
But
this,
if it's
that,
a
and the other
bird, I
just
think
got
I'd-
canceled.
I think I'd like to see a bird,
Here
though.
comes
If somebody walked in with like a bird
PETA.
on their head or on their shoulder or something like that, I think that'd be kind of cool.
You just walk down the road.
I know our neighbor's got a cockatoo that drives me
Walk
crazy.
down the road. PETA's coming to this episode.
Forget PETA.
All right, we're out.
Is that it? Is that all we're talking
That's
about?
all your notes. I keep looking at your
Is
notes.
time up? Have we
Time's
been-
always up.
Is it up? Well, daggum. I thought I had more to talk about. I could talk about this pet thing all the time.
Oh, I know. So I got to cut you off.
Let me look. We've got Winston is sitting right here. Well, he's sleeping right here beside me like he always is. Winston is a Yorkie. He's a rescue animal. But you know where I take him? Nowhere.
The recliner.
The only place that he goes is to the groomer. And he don't like to travel.
Oh, he does not like
he
to travel.
does not like to travel. And then we've got Coco. She's a Chihuahua.
She'll
Now-
jump up in there. And
Yeah,
go.
you open up your truck door and she's jumping in. But we don't take them anywhere. We do not take them anywhere. So they need to stay at home. So we had a chocolate lab one time named Sadie.
Now she went everywhere.
She'd go everywhere. You'd say, hey, you want to go for a ride? And she'd go stand beside the truck waiting for you to open up the door so she'd get in. But we didn't take her to stores. We didn't go inside all these stores. You know, service animal, different deal. I get it. But if it's a therapy ant? What is it? What do they call them? Ones that you think you just got to have at,
Oh, I don't know.
I can't even think what you call them now. It's
don't
your
know.
safety net or whatever like that. I don't agree with that either. But that's just me.
That's just you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for listening to this. I hope you don't stop listening after this episode. It was nothing bad. I'm sure 99% of y'all agree with everything that I say. We appreciate it. So episode 58 will be out Thursday. This episode, of course, is out Monday because you're listening to it and it's Monday.
They might not listen to it on Monday.
Might not. It might be Tuesday. We have had, and it's strange, the last 2 weeks, we've had an uptick in listens from everywhere.
So keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. We've had several from New York. How about that? And then we've had several different, with Australia. How about that? And then a few other countries that I don't even know on the map where they're at.
Australia is probably my friend from TikTok.
Is that right?
Mhm.
How about that? Well, shout out to my friend from TikTok, or Amanda's friend.
Yeah.
So there. So it's pretty neat. So yeah, the little thing that we use, it keeps the data and you can look up and see where all this is coming from. So yeah. So y'all have a great week and we'll holler at you again Thursday. Bye-bye.
Peace.